being in love is hard, and being in a relationship is even harder. We've all watched various teen shows growing up that sold us a dream of a perfect couple and happily ever afters, but that's just not how the real world works. There are love triangles, long distances, conflicting work schedules. You can barely maintain a social life and pay your bills, and you think a perfect relationship is just going to fall into your lap? But the search for love is not all lost, and being a hopeless romantic never hurt anyone. But as you get older, the high school drama romance just doesn't hit the same because, well, you're not in high school anymore. It feels less relatable, and that's totally fine. But wouldn't it be great if a romance could hit you in the feels again, just like old times, and be relatable to your current situation? Finding an adult romance anime can be hard, which is why I've outlined my top 3 adult romance animes. Our first anime on the list is Watakoi, Love is Hard for an Otaku. This anime is a romance comedy manga series by Fujita that follows the lives of office workers Narumi and Hirotaka, both very much self-proclaimed otaku. Despite their shared interest in anime, manga, and video games, they struggle with relationships and societal expectations. Narumi and Hirotaka are both childhood friends who reconnect as adults, where their interests aren't really accepted by their adult peers, especially Narumi, who moonlights as a manga artist whose content is on the sexual side, shall we say. Naturally, this makes it hard for Narumi to find a boyfriend who accepts her for who she is, and hiding herself all the time has become exhausting. This is why, when the two best friends get the crazy idea that, hey, if we're friends who spend time together and help each other out all the time and play video games, it's almost as if we enjoy each other's company. So wouldn't it be a crazy idea if we were to actually date and see if our friendship develops into something more? I love this series for so many reasons. It can be hard to find a love story that's realistic, but also entertaining. The struggle of working in a corporate office while also maintaining your individuality as a person can be tough if you're hiding your interests, and it's great to see Narumi and Hirotaka confide in each other and meet new coworkers with the same interests. In Watakoi, you get to see 3 different relationships at different stages. Hanaka and Tauru have been together since high school, or more appropriately, they've been bickering and competing against each other since high school, and thus have years of relationship building and seeing the highs and lows that come with handling a relationship and even handling a relationship at work. Their story not only shows Harumi and Hirotaka the highs and lows that come with the partner, but also show that love is hard whether you're starting out or have been together forever, but that no matter what, it's an experience worth having. And if you can find someone to love during that time, it's beautiful. Noya and Ko aren't officially dating yet, but as time goes on, who knows? And our main characters are just starting their relationship journey too. As they navigate the ups and downs of dating, the characters ultimately discover that love may be hard for an otaku, but it is worth the struggle for the chance at genuine connection and happiness. They discover the true challenges of finding love as adults in a world where being an otaku is not always accepted. Through a series of heartwarming and comedic moments, the characters learn to embrace their identities as otakus and find love and acceptance with each other. This series explores themes of acceptance, vulnerability, and the complexities of modern love that is definitely a must-watch for any adults who know what it's like or know what love is like, especially as an otaku. Next up on our list of anime is Servant X Service. Frustrating, insufficient, and irritating is how most citizens would describe civil servants. However, 3 new employees are about to discover what really happens behind the scenes of a government office. In this comedy slice of life, Servant X Service, we see the lives of a group of government employees working in the health and welfare division of a city office. Our main character, Lucy, only joined the civil servants because she has a bone to pick with the department. she's pulled the ultimate Karen move, and instead of requesting to speak to the manager, has made her entire job speaking to the manager. Despite her initial uptight attitude, Lucy is very hardworking, who is committed to doing right by her fellow government workers and the people that they help every day. In complete contrast, her co-worker, Hasabe, is the most laid-back guy in existence, embodying the stereotype that government workers are really slow and lazy at their job. Their opposing personalities create a perfect dynamic between the two that is both humorous and heartwarming. We also follow the quirky and amusing antics of other co-workers as they navigate the challenges of their jobs and personal lives. The series blends comedy, romance, and slice of life elements as it explores the dynamics of a workplace full of colorful and endearing characters. The romance in this anime is sweet and heartwarming, with a focus on a slow burning and genuine relationship that developed between the characters. The interactions between Lucy and Hasabe are filled with playful banter and genuine affection, creating a believable and endearing romance that is easy to root for, even in a government office. The anime takes time to build up the relationships between the characters, allowing for a natural and realistic development that really feels authentic. Servant X Service also explores the themes of friendship, self-discovery, and personal growth. The anime tackles the struggles and challenges that come with adulting, such as finding a balance between work and personal life, especially if you're an S-tier cosplayer, dealing with office politics when your manager is a pain, and navigating inter-office relationships. Through the ups and downs of these characters' lives, we're reminded of the importance of friendship, love, and pursuing one's dreams, which make this anime a heartwarming and relatable story that can resonate with all of us, whether we're looking for love or not. Last on our list, but certainly not least, is a more modern anime that's appeared on the scene in 2024 called Cherry Magic, or the official long title, Cherry Magic, 30 Years of Virginity Can Make You a Wizard? Cherry Magic is a yaoi comedy romance which follows the love lives of office workers, novelists, and aspiring dancers alike, and their desires to find someone who understands them. Have you ever wished that you could read the minds of people around you? I'm sure we all could think of a few times this could come in handy. Getting the answers to a test, learning some untold hot gossip, and most importantly, to find out if someone has a crush on you. Well, for Adachi, being able to read minds is actually a bit of a pain. When Adachi turned 30, his mundane office worker life was completely turned on its head when he discovered that he gained the ability to read minds due to simply being a virgin his entire life. The caveat, however, is that he must make physical contact with a person to know what they're thinking about. And dependable, Kurosawa is the star of Adachi's team at work, earning praise and admiration from everyone in the office. But deep within, Kurosawa harbors an intense, one-sided crush for the antisocial Adachi, a fact that Adachi is having a lot of difficulty coming to terms with, given that he's never been in a relationship before. Like, there's no way the hottest guy in the office has a crush on him, and even if he did, Adachi's never been in a relationship, so how does he even begin to handle these feelings being expressed about him? And will he ever come clean and tell Kurosawa that he can read his mind and it has been read to filth? With the help of his supportive friends and coworkers, Adachi learns to communicate his emotions and embrace his relationship with Kurosawa. Despite the gimmick, Cherry Magic is actually a great love story of a person who has never expressed themselves before and has to learn how to overcome communication challenges and face their fears and embrace to be loved. It also shows that just because you can read someone's mind doesn't mean that you can read their heart. And more importantly, you have to learn to express your feelings to the people around you who don't have magical powers to read your mind. Cherry Magic is a heartwarming comedic romance anime that explores the power of love and communication and overcoming obstacles. Like we said before, being in love is hard, and being in a relationship is definitely harder. I love any show or art that embraces the reality of the world and makes you experience the truth of what it's like to actually be in a relationship. Happily ever afters are very hard to come by, But I think more importantly than the end is the journey, and we should see the highs and lows that come through it. A lot of shows sell on making a relationship seem perfect, but in all of these animes, we love the show because their lives are real. They have arguments, people cry, people laugh, they wander dazed in confusion about the emotions swelling inside them that they don't understand yet, but they know they're real, and that's all that matters. If you thought confessing to your crush was the hard part, try being in a relationship.